Hello everyone. In this short video, I'd like to tell you about. Hi everyone. In this video, I'd like to tell you about subquery syntax in SQL statements. Actually, what is subqueries? From the title of this term, you can understand that this is kind of query that is embedded within other queries, and they actually allow us to do more complex, more specific data selection. And in this video, we will explore what subqueries are, how do they work, what some common cases to use them. Here on this slide, you can see the example of subquery that's quite visual, that this is kind of query that is inserted into another query. So this is big full query is called parent query, and this one subquery is also can be called nested query or inner query. And if we're talking about how do subqueries work, when executing SQL statement, the program executes subqueries first, and the results of these subqueries in the brackets are used by the main, by the parent query to retrieve the final results. So this is like very close to mathematic rules when something in the brackets is executed first and the results of this mathematic sum, let it be, or something like that, is used in all the example. So subqueries can also be nested within another subqueries, and in this way they create a hierarchy of subqueries. However, it is important to know that the performance of nested subqueries can decrease if the number of nested levels will increases. So when can we actually use subqueries? For example, I have a table with the students, and this table doesn't contain any information about the names of the city, but I want to select students with the city names like Minsk. Of course, I can use join, but subqueries is also an option. So here you can see that I will select the students where ID city, and here is subquery with another table. Select ID city from city when city name like Minsk. If you need more practical examples, let's go back to the database, another database, and we have two tables. Let's work with products and categories table. Yeah, let's imagine like very close to this example, I want to filter data based on another table. This is like the first, the most maybe frequently used option. So what do I want? I have a table of products and a table of categories, but I want to use subquery to retrieve all the products from a specific category. We have like 8 different categories, and I like seafood. So let's try to select the products. In the first table, you see there is no like naming of the categories. So what should I do? I will select from products, and here in the where clause, I will provide the subqueries. Yeah, where category ID is, but actually I don't know, using like the information from the very first table, I don't know which of these IDs stands for seafood, so I need a nested uh, subquery. So I will select category ID uh, from categories where category name is seafood. You remember that the main rule of subqueries that um, our subquery executed first. So my system is gonna execute these subqueries first, find out what category ID stands for seafood, and use its result to show me the products which are actually seafood. Let's execute this statement, and you can see that seafood category is 8. We can go back and check, is it true or no? Yeah, absolutely. Also, subqueries is a great way to check for existing some items in another table. For example, I can use a subquery to check if a specific customer has any orders in the orders table. So here I'm going to use two other tables, so customers and orders. Let's execute these two tables. You can see that if I will see only the first table, there is no information if any customer has any orders in the order table. Still, the second table, orders, provide you with only customer's ID, so it's also unclear if this particular customer has any orders or no. How can we verify it, check it? So of course I will start select from customers, and here for sure again where close, where customer oh sorry, no space, where customer ID in, and here I will use the subquery. I will select customer ID from the second table from orders, yeah, where customer ID, and here I can check in the second table for the particular customer, is it any orders from his side? So here you can see again, uh, this is subquery. It will be executed first, so the system will check if the customer with ID number 3 has any lines, any nodes in the orders table. And if it's true, I will have the information about this customer. So let's execute this query. And here I've got the result. Here the customer number 3 has the information, some orders in the order table. But what will happen if I will provide the number of the customer who actually has no orders in the second table? Let's execute this query. I'm pretty sure that this customer here, you can see that there is no such information in another table. So remember, you can filter the data based on another table, or to select the data from one table based on some information from another table. You can check the information from existence in another table. You can use it to do different operations and so on and so forth. So by using subqueries, actually you can write more efficient and effective SQL statements, making your data manipulation and, what is more important for you as a tester, data analysis easier and more streamlined. And sometimes these subqueries can help you to do it more effective than kind of join statements. So that's actually all for today about subqueries. Thank you for being with us. See you. Bye.